Let's do it. 913-408-7710. We have an open line on a Tirade Tuesday. We'll start it off with Steve in Kansas City. Steve, what's your tirade?
Oh, Pete, man, you missed all the action. You should have been out at Burning Man instead of going to see the boss. All the real action going down this weekend. The microcosm of liberal society where the weather goes to hell in a handbasket, and they shut down vehicles, they shut down all emissions, and Cindy Crawford and Chris Rock and Austin Butler and Diplo are fleeing out of there in their Range Rovers, while all the poor liberal acolytes get disease and get left behind. I mean, this is a microcosm of liberal society, orgies and yoga, and then you have the underclass getting screwed. With if we re-elect Joe Biden and his Obama acolytes, the economy is going to be Burning Man. What did you think of Chris Rock? What did you think of Chris Rock fleeing for his life in a 4x4? That's got to be one of the highlights of the year so far.
Oh, thank you, Steve. If we really like Joe Biden, the country's going to look like Burning Man. Oh, that's a good line. If you didn't see it, I mean, Burning Man's this big music festival that I've never even considered going to. 70,000 people go to this Nevada desert and do a lot of drugs and listen to music, as far as I can tell. And maybe Steve's right about the orgies and everything else. But it does attract many rich and famous people. But most people, the 99%, are just regular folks. And everything went to hell in a handbasket because there were heavy rains on Friday. And, people were like going through mud, and it was apparently a complete mess. There were driving bans, but to Steve's point, I'm sure Cindy Crawford got out of there just fine. Tirade Tuesday, 913-408-7710. We got an open line for you on a Tirade Tuesday. Let's go to Mike. He is in North Kansas City. Hey, Mike, good morning.
Hey, Pete, how you doing, buddy?
I'm well, Mike. What's happening?
Oh, I'm pissed off at the mayor and Emmanuel Cleaver. I'm announcing right now that I will be running for either mayor or for Congress the next time these guys are up for election. I'm sick of the corruption, the theft that's going on, the dishonesty, and I think right now the mayor's in a situation where he's violating the Freedom of Information Act by not providing information on where the housing money is going. And there's an organization out here called Metro Organization for Racial and Economic Equality. They are trying to get information, too. So I'm just sick of these politicians all the way up to Joe Biden. It seems like everybody's lying and BSing the public over stuff that, to me, that doesn't even really matter when it affects the bottom line of the 99%ers.
Hey, Mike, you know who you remind me of? You remind me of Jimmy McMillan. Do you know that name?
No, but I've been told I look like George Foreman.
I don't know what you look like, but I'll say this much. Jimmy McMillan is the guy who back in 2010-ish, his claim to fame was he was the founder of the Rent is Too Damn High party in New York.
Right, and it's like,
now let me play.
You remember the guy that used to say, "I'm tired of it and I've had enough," and you do know me because we took a picture together about a month or so ago at one of the it was some organization that
it was at the reparations thing.
Right, I came up to you.
That's right.
Man.
I do remember that, Mike. Yes, of course. All right, you got a little. Thank you, Mike. You got a little George Foreman in you. I'll give you that. Now, but what you sound like to me is the guy who went viral before going viral was a thing 15 years ago with his Rent is Too Damn High party in New York City.
Or to take care of the children, feed the children breakfast, lunch, and dinner. My main job is to provide a roof over your head, food on the table, and money in your pocket. This is politics as usual. playing a silly game. It's not going to happen. The rent too damn high movement. The people I'm here to represent can't afford to pay their rent. They're being laid off right now as I speak. They can't eat breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Listen, someone's stomach, child's stomach just growled. Did you hear it? You got to listen like me.
Okay.
Let's
Mr.
talk
McMullen.
about the issue.
All right, there you go. That's Jimmy McMullen. The rent is too damn high. And there was a whole song off of it, too. The rent is too damn high. The rent is too damn high. That was, once again, before going viral was really like a thing, Jimmy McMullen, the rent is too damn high, went viral. And he was just a regular guy. And that's what I'm hearing from Mike. All right, next up on a Tirade Tuesday. Will in Kansas City. Will, what's your tirade? Go ahead.
Yes. Every television station, every show, every rerun, everything has got this. Mike has got it. Pasquale character, the attorney. And anybody would go to him has got to be nuts as he is. That's it.
All right. Well, hey, you know what? You remember his name. The advertising works. I'll put it that way. That's true. The advertising works. And that's all that matters. 913-408-7710. Let's go to Rick in Lafayette County. Rick, what's your tirade? Go.
Biden's response to the Maui fire and his $700 after the way he reacted when the bank in San Francisco went under and all the millionaires and billionaires, he promised them he'd make them whole even though they weren't smart enough to realize that only $250,000 of their savings or accounts in that particular bank were insured. And he's using our tax dollars to do it. I don't even know how the hell he did it.
Well, I'll just say this, Rick. I think that's a very good tirade. The fact that the administration is considering $700 payments to Hawaii victims, what does that do? Replace half a couch? I mean, it's too bad. The folks in Maui should just identify as Ukrainians, and they'll get a lot of dough. That'll work out better for them. Let's go to Carl in Independence. What's your tirade, Carl? Go ahead.
Well, my tirade is about the liberal dogma and their mindsets. They've got everything backwards, okay? The problem is not the guns. The problem is the moral values, the person who will pick up a gun and murder with it. So what do they do? Gun control. Poverty does not cause crime. Crime causes poverty. So what do we have? Poverty programs. And
all right.
Mine
I got
blank. It has to. All right.
All right. Thanks very much. Next up on a Tirade Tuesday, let's go to Pat in Kansas City. Pat, go. What's your tirade?
Good morning. Good morning. Great. We had a great weekend, but we went to Santa Calgon and we were looking for the petition to be able to recall our county executor, our baseball player, and we never could find the petition. Was wondering if some of the folks out there can tell us where we're supposed to go and sign it. And then the other thing is we want to say thank you. Thank you for having Angie Racono on from Channel 5 investigative reporter and the information you continue to give us about the tax situation. We'd like to have some resolution, and that's my tirade.
Well,
this is America. Taxes. Why can't we get our tax thing solved?
Pat, thank you very much. Very nice of you. I don't know. I wasn't out there at Santa Calgon Days over the weekend. I know there's a lot of things to sign. There's a lot of petitions that flow around out there. I mean, I don't know. If I had the recall petition for Frank White, I'd be standing at the freaking entrance.
Well, I asked my wife. She went with my daughter, and they were like, they didn't see it. She goes, I would have signed it,
Damn.
And we're legit voters.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe didn't do as well as they could have, it sounds like. Pat couldn't find him. The wife couldn't find him.
That's not good. I mean, if they're serious about the recall Frank White thing, and the whole idea was to launch it at Santa Calgon Days, which was a great place to launch it theoretically, and you got people who can't find him, I'd be curious on that. I may want to further that conversation with you at 913-408-7710. If you're a Jackson County resident and you were out there over the weekend, I mean, did they have anything? I was told there was going to be some stuff out there to recall Frank. But once again, maybe it was just a good idea on social media that then no one did anything about. 913-408-7710. 845 on a Tuesday morning on KCMO Talk Radio, 710 AM and 103.7 FM.